My neighborhood, I'm sure sort of like your neighborhood, continues to grow. But my neighborhood had a lot more space maybe than your neighborhood did to grow in. My neighborhood, well, had all these empty fields that were orange groves, everything else, and there was a plan for them. When we bought up here 28 years ago, we saw the plan, so we knew there was a plan. It just didn't happen. And now, 28 years later, this past 2 years, it's been happening. What once stood as a massive Amazon building out there in the background is quickly disappearing, and you can see why they didn't put any signage on it, because, well, you're not going to see it. What once was cut out is just an additional lane for traffic, now getting curbing and sidewalks down here. We've got sidewalks all the way down to the 215, 2 additional miles of sidewalk, even though there's nothing on the side of the road, all the way down to the In-N-Out Burger. We now have, when we moved up here, we had to go out of our neighborhood to buy gasoline just for our car. Now, not only can we get gas up here on the hill in many places, but we can get gas at fast food as well. We've got, I think, I may be wrong here, 5 drive-through fast food places going in within a mile or 2 of the house right this very minute as we speak. From the In-N-Out, one next to it, which I don't know what it is, the one just up the way here that I've shown you before, and then we've got the Taco Bell back there. Let's see, that's 4. Maybe just 4. I think there's a 5th one somewhere. You know, it's getting to the spot where they're building so many places right now that I have no idea how many more, and everything that's going in the buildings around it, no clue what they are. No clue whether they're fast food, no clue whether it's stores, no clue whether it's whatever's going in. And there's that aspect of it that's just a little bit disquieting. On my morning runs, I come out here and the noise of the concrete trucks, they wake you up early on. These guys start working at about 6. It's just all a little bit crazy. And I thought about how when life goes just a little bit crazy on us, how suddenly things turn around, and as they pour the curbs, I think that's what they're doing now, curbs and sidewalks over here. You know, every aspect of our life takes one more foundational move. I think we drive down roads and we neglect to realize that, for example, these roads, they've got 18 inches of digging down that they'll lay concrete on, or not, I don't know, it's concrete, whether it's rock, stone, flatten it out, and then concrete, and then asphalt, and finally the top upper asphalt layer. And I'm sure there's a science to why they do that much, but there you have it. Each of our lives are made up of so many different layers. And we started out, and most of us, we had a big plan for what we were going to do, and an awful lot of times, the plan we thought that was going to happen just hasn't happened. Maybe 10 years goes by, 20 years goes by, maybe 28 years goes by, and the plan just hasn't happened. But you see, if we keep that plan in our mind at the forefront, if even when the rest of the world doesn't see it, we continue to work and plant the seed, we continue to nurture and water where no one else is watching, eventually it's going to spring forth. I have no doubt about that. In your life, there's a great plan, and in your life, there's a great dream. This morning, in my Facebook memories popped up pictures of me running the streets of Paris, standing in front of the Champs-Élysées a year ago today. And I remembered how wonderful it was. And then I remembered the planning that went into it for months ahead of time. The talking with the different tour people, the purchasing of the tickets, the setting everything out so that we could go city to city. And I was so excited about it, and I just wrote, hey, live your life, live your dream. And one of my friends, Carol and Kevin, our former next door neighbors, posted living our dream, and then they had a picture of them in their coastal town in Oregon, where they'd always wanted to live, and there they were, living their life in that coastal town in Oregon. And I thought about how many years it took them to get to that spot where they were holding their grandchildren, living their lives in that coastal town in Oregon with the ocean behind them. And you see, that's the way your life might be. You may have had a dream a long time ago, and you feel like you've sold out, you feel like you've changed, you feel like it's lost, but maybe you've just been setting the foundation for that dream. And maybe that dream's just getting ready to break forth. I don't know what your dream's been for your life today, but maybe you need to look at whatever you're going through today, whatever challenges you face, as foundational work. And once the foundation's laid, even then, there needs to be a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, who knows how many layers, maybe 28 layers of work before that final sequence, so that everyone can pass through. And no one else will realize when they see your success, oh man, did they go through a lot. But you'll know that it took a lot to get to where you're at. And you'll always be able to thank God and to look back with gratitude. Today, if you're in a spot, hey, look at that jet going overhead. That's cool. Today, if you're in a spot where your life is filled with good things and you've accomplished some of your goals, are you looking back with gratitude? Are you living a life filled with gratitude and sharing your success? Helping someone else begin to lay the foundations of their life? And today, if you're still maybe halfway through and it's going to take some real beat downs for that soil to be compacted appropriately, are you keeping a focus on what's out ahead? Because even if you're in that spot where it just feels like one day after the other is one more compacting, compressing day, and you don't believe anything's ever going to come of it, I want you to know that at the other end of it, when you least expect it, you're going to look around and you say, oh, I'm here. I'm here in the moment of this success that I've been aiming for. And then it's time for you to celebrate it and share it. That's how we get to be the miracle, is when we look at our lives, we recognize everything that's happening around us, we celebrate it, and we share it. Go out today, celebrate your life, whatever stage you're in. Share your successes, however small or great they are. Be the miracle. And together, we can be the miracle. Give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. Contact me. I'd love to hear from you. Together, we can be twice the miracle. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Episode 202.